Hey everybody, welcome back to Fuel Outdoor Gear. We're doing a product demo today of the Novix Raider saddle platform. It's a new thing from Novix this year. They've never done the saddle stuff before. I personally think they did an awesome job with it. It's not your normal size platform. A lot of people are making them smaller. They decided to go with a little bit larger. I think it's 14 and a half, 15 inches.
But comes in right under 4 pounds.
Yeah.
So it's not a bad trade-off.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those deals that for me, it's not about being smaller. It's about actually having something that's lightweight that I'm still going to feel comfortable on. It's still rated for 300 pounds, which for us fat guys is an awesome thing. Super quiet, and it's grippy.
The texture, when I first picked it up, that was the first thing I noticed is the texture on it for whether you're standing flat on it or if you're off to the side for a shot of that buck that's come in on the path you didn't expect. I'm not going to be worried about my feet slipping. That's huge in that critical moment.
Well, and you've got the kickoffs on the sides that you can, literally, if you're trying to get around the tree, you can put your foot on the side. It's not going to slip off. The stand's definitely not going to kick out. To me, it's an awesome new product from Novix. Not only did they go with this year, but they also did what we call the Mama, which is going to be the Novix Raider hybrid stand. So for a lot of the lock-on guys that are trying to get into the saddle stuff, this is obviously the way to go with it. Not only can you use it as a platform, but you can also use it as a lock-on. A lot of times when we go to West Virginia, we're sitting for 6-7 hours at a time. Well, being able to sit down is huge. In a saddle, you can sit, but it's not
the same.
It's not the same. You get a little bit of hip pinch sometimes when you're sitting. With this, you can literally sit down.
I thought earlier you talked about you being able to sit facing the tree, which I thought was a really unique for a tree saddle scenario. Instead of having to come all the way around, you're still tucked back into that tree.
Oh yeah,
with a base.
And to me, that's going to be beyond comfortable. You're still kind of in that mode of the way you were hunting directionally versus having to turn all the way around. You can obviously move it all the way up, or it won't go that way when you're in a tree. But you can put it all the way up so it's completely out of the way. The cool part about it is these cables are in the center versus being on the outside like a lock-on would be. So you're able to move around the platform just like you would in a regular saddle. Right. Now, obviously, if you look at the size difference, width-wise, they're almost the exact same, but with the length of it, you've got a whole nother saddle just being on the front side of it.
Right.
To me, that's huge. I would feel completely comfortable in this. Not only does it have the cables and everything, which is going to make it a little bit more secure, but you can also adjust it. So say you're on a tree that's on a hill that, you don't want to be leaning into the tree the whole time. You can loosen your cables and adjust it down and actually level that platform out, which to me is huge. A lot of these, saddle platforms do the same thing. So you have your nut on the bottom that you can move in and out to adjust this platform. Well, you can do the same thing with this with your cables. To me, that's awesome.
So what's a weight on these?
So this one I think comes in right under 4 pounds. This one, if I'm mistaken, I think it comes in right at 8 pounds.
So you're carrying two stands and
you're carrying, and the way I look at it is you're carrying two platforms. But I would rather carry that little bit of extra weight and have that comfort for a long sit. So one of the cool things, so set that back down like you were carrying it into the woods. So fold her down, and then fold your platform seat all the way back over. Well, now, these are the tethered sticks, not the Novix sticks. The Novix sticks will actually fit into these slots and you can lock it in. But say it's somebody that doesn't have the Novix sticks and they've got the Skeletors. Well, now look at how tight this is. So Half Rack, which is part of Novix, they made these straps, which we've talked about them before. You know, they strap things.
Things, right?
So you can put this on and lock it down with one good pull, and now it's tight to the stand. There's no moving, no nothing else, and it's super fast. So when you're trying to pack up late at night, you know, it's dark, you're trying to do everything, it's simple.
Strings everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, it's simple. To me, this is the way to go. Like, if I'm sitting in a long sit, this is the way I want to go with it.
Well, I'm just sitting here, even when I'm climbing a tree, how easy these would be to keep those.
And it's quiet. I mean, you saw I did that in 2 seconds, and it's locked. Everything's ready to roll.
That's awesome.
I mean, and
then
I picked that up with one arm. Pretty strong, but, you know, I picked it up with one arm. Yeah. So, guys, this is some awesome new products from Novix this year. I've said it before and I'll say it again. 100% made in America, which is a phenomenal thing for me. I wish we had more of it.
So what's kind of a price breakdown on?
If I'm not mistaken, I think the saddle platforms are $199 and the
$329, I believe.
I think these are $329 if I'm not mistaken. Now that does not include sticks. To me, a lock-on is going to cost you $329. So you're basically getting a lock-on that you can use as a saddle.
I mean, it's just 2 stands in one.
Yeah.
In your toolbox of whatever equipment you use to hunt, you've got 2 stands in one in this for whatever scenario. If you're at a new property you've hunted in a long time and you need to move that one stand in the afternoon session, this can be it.
Well, and, you know, on top of that, the color. I mean, you put this up in a tree, you ain't gonna see it.
Oh, I mean, I painted older stands this color, so this is a good color to come with it. Yeah,
so
for sure.
It's obviously an awesome new product, both of them. We carry them here at Field Outdoor Gear. We're located at 10102 South Main Street, Suite G, Arstown, North Carolina. Check out the Skin and Shed podcast. We're on YouTube. We're also on all your podcast apps. So check us out. Appreciate it.